Hope y'all like my shirt. This is Vortex from Beech Bend Park. I love this shirt because it makes such a big deal out of what is just an off-the-shelf flat ride that a lot of people have at their local carnivals. Anyways, I got the shirt back on September 18th, 2021, which was the closing day of their 2021 season. It was my first time to go to an amusement park's closing day, and it was kind of cool. So here's that video now that I actually have time to upload it since I'm here now in isolation. Today is September 18th, 2021, which is Beech Bend's closing day, last day of operation for the 2021 season. We're presuming that they're opening back up next year. I don't see why not. So it's not that dramatic, but it is the last day of operation for the season. And Beech Bend's been pretty great for me this year. It was my first park to go back to after the whole pandemic thing, so like a year and a half. So that was really exciting. And then it was really fun to get night rides there this year. And I had that awesome season pass deal. So I thought I would go up there for closing day. I haven't really ever, it's not that I really haven't ever, I literally have not ever gone to a closing day of an amusement park before. So I thought that would be an interesting experience. The park opens at 10:30 and it's like 11:15, which is 10:15 their time because of time change. Unfortunately, they're not 15 minutes away. They're like 3 hours away. So we're gonna drive there. Luckily, we got the time change on our side. Going there, it's going home. That's gonna be not fun because the time change will be not on our side. But they're open till 7 Central, which is 8 here, which would have me getting back here like 11 midnight-ish, which, you know, that's doable. So it'll be fun. I'm sure it won't be a crazy like closing day environment for a park since, you know, it's Beech Bend, but hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. It's weird the closing day is on a Saturday. I would think it would have been a Sunday, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna go have some fun. Now, yes, nothing at Beech Bend is inherently worth a 3.5-hour drive, especially since I've already been there twice this year. But, you know, being a coaster enthusiast is all about doing stupid things and just enjoying the fun along the way, enjoying the ride, if you will. So come along with me, and I encourage you, if you're thinking about doing anything that may not seem exactly worth it coaster-wise, just keep an open mind, and as long as you got the time to do something crazy, go do something crazy. And there's plenty of things to enjoy, even if there's not inherent value in the drive to get somewhere or anything like that. So that's how I view it. All right, it's 1:17 p.m., about an hour out, stopping to get some gas and use the restroom before my bladder explodes. Like I said, though, less than an hour out, so I'm excited. Once I got off the interstate, because you can't take the interstate straight there. I mean, you could. It'd just take like 5 hours from Knoxville, because you would have to go to Nashville and up. So we got off the interstate, and I've just been going down these kind of country roads for a while. Lots of very nice-looking small towns, so definitely an interesting drive. Definitely more intriguing and engaging than just going down the interstate for 3 hours. Anyways, this is like the first gas station I've seen in like 45 minutes, so I figured I better take advantage of it. Still very wet out here. This is really the first time this whole drive that it's stopped raining. Driving down the interstate, it was just pouring so hard that you couldn't really see in front of you, so everybody was driving really slow, and that was a big holdup. So we're a bit behind schedule compared to where we thought we was. It might be around 2:30-ish before we actually get to Beech Bend, which means we're only gonna have, because they close at 7, that means we're only gonna have about 5.5 hours of the park, which, you know, should be fine because it's a very small park. Crowds should be light, and I've done pretty much everything there before. So 681 miles of range, let's go. Wonder if you would ever actually get that. I've actually gotten over 500 before, but not almost 700. So there's the way to Beech Bend Park, and there's a train. And we were driving next to this train all the way down the road here, all the way down that road. And I can tell you it's a very long train, so we're gonna be here for a hot second. Actually, of all the times I've come to Beech Bend, I've never actually seen a train on this train track, so I guess that's kind of cool, but just inconvenient now. But yeah, it's funny because you cannot see this park from the road at all, or like from anywhere. You have to get off the interstate. It's a good 5-minute drive down here, and then as you can see, it's like down this weird road here, across the train track, by like an old warehouse and behind some trees in a little neighborhood. It's really nestled back there, and The tallest ride's Kentucky Rumbler. It's a GCI. It's not terribly tall, so with the hills and stuff here, you can't see the park until you're there, which is always a little bit of a disadvantage. People don't just see it from the highway and they're like, whoa, what's that? We should stop next time. I do have a lot of signage leading you here, so, but they don't really explain. At this point, I'm just rambling, trying to entertain myself while we're waiting on this train. Ooh, different size boxcars. Ooh. Oh, look, oil tanks. That's cool. And hoppers. I was trying to figure out a cool way to say hopper, where it sounded like a cool foreign accent or something. I didn't quite get there. So, oh my gosh, it's the end of the train. Heck yeah. It's the parking lot, and wow. Decent number of people here for our Beech Bend's closing day to wish the park goodbye, so maybe this will be a bit of a nicer closing day park atmosphere I was hoping to get. RV campground's way over there. I forget that they have that, but they do. She's just looking at this park driving in. I don't know. It gets me a different kind of excited than most other amusement parks. I mean, yeah, I'm excited, but like, it's different. It's a different kind of excitement because it's a different kind of park. It's not your normal amusement park by any means. It's its own thing. But yeah, after that train stop, it's much past 2:30. So at this point, we have about 4 hours at the park, which should be enough time to get some rides and wish it goodbye for the season, I think. It's going to depend on how lines are, because there actually are people here today. Wow, what a concept. Oh my gosh, there are like people here. What the heck? Flying Bob's nice and closed for the season. Yeah, there's no evidence that a fountain was ever here now. It's really sad. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, it looks... I don't know, this ride just looks really good. Maybe it's because it contrasts kind of the rest of the park and the look of the rest of the park, but like, this ride looks very good here. Very good. Here I go. Please don't disappoint. Rumbler's running a smidgen on the rough side today, but you know, still a fun ride. I'm gonna go ride Air Race because I've just never seen this ride operate before. Actually, Flying Bob's is the only dry park ride that's closed here today, which is a good thing, for sure. This is a Zamperla Air Race. I can't really tell how it works. I mean, you don't have a lever to control it or anything, because it just kind of does whatever it feels like doing. It's kind of weird. Looks like it'll be some sick hang time at some of these turns. It gets kind of dependent on your weight though. You can see the one with nobody in it. It's not moving. Not spinning anyway. So we'll see what happens here. Air Race was a lot of fun. It's a feeling that's kind of hard to describe, but it was a little bit forceful. Mostly just a bit of, you know, hang time. It's a fun little flat. Zamperla makes great flat rides, just not good coasters. It's a decent slide line, and it's like 77 degrees and cloudy right now, so not excellent water park weather. So we might not be going in there today. We'll see. As you can see, Wild Mouse evacuation in progress. Yeah, it's temporarily closed. It was, when I was walking in here, it was stuck, and then it was running again. Now it's stuck again. We're having to climb over the track. Fun fact, I've never actually seen a ride evacuation in progress before with my own eyes, so it's a first for me. Oh, where are they walking to? I guess they have to walk all the way around the back or something to get out. I don't know. Ooh, they've opened up the service panel at the bottom of the lift. Fun. They did it! They restarted the ride. Fun. As you can see, the lap bars opened on green and everybody flew out and died. So that's kind of unfortunate. No, I'm just kidding. They just didn't put the lap bars back down after they evacuated it. Yeah, push it, dude, push it. This thing still isn't quite working. Well, haunted house is the attraction today. Not for me, but for everybody else. Okay, hear me out here. Beech Bend's next major investment, a Grizzly or Eurofighter. One of the small ones, like Hydrus or Adrenaline Peak. Something like that, I feel like it would work perfect here. And if you adjust Kentucky Rumbler's costs for inflation, that's about what one of those small Eurofighters costs. So if I wanted to do that kind of investment again, I think that's the perfect option. No Western show today, oh no. But I might come watch their magic show at 5 and the game show at 6. Maybe I'll grab dinner and come watch those. You get tickets for the go-karts at the Dip-A-Thought stand, because that makes sense. Zero G, a zero gravity experience. And I might go on just to see, they got something going on at the track down there, like big time. Yeah, like look at that. Some kind of mega car show thing going on here. Wow. Get a view of that from up there. It looks a lot taller on camera than it is. Man, I haven't ridden any other ARM rides before, but ARM hit it out of the park with their drop tower model. I mean, this is still the only one I've ridden, but the brakes are really low to the ground, so you can, you really are falling for a while. It's a pretty intense drop. And also because of the way the cover above you is, you can't look up and see how close to the top you are, so you really don't know when you're at the highest point, when you're going to drop or anything. There's a golf cart man. So yeah, I love that. It definitely is a much more intense drop than drop line, despite drop line being taller. People complain about drop line, the brakes being too high, and I can see, yeah, that is kind of the issue. Because this one, you're really falling for a while. Anyways, it also feels a little bit taller than drop line just because the area that this park is in is so flat compared to where Dollywood is. Even though drop line's like over 200 feet tall, a little bit, you're not really noticing exactly how high you are because you're surrounded by so many other hills and things. You're only 210 feet in the air, like relative to where you started, which is still the case here. There's just no hills around you, so you feel a lot higher. Anyhow, I did see from the top of Dot Tower that Wild Mouse is back open. I want to go ride. Why not? I swear there were people on it a second ago. Okay, back to Zero G I go. I want to ride that again. Zero G is excellent. Vortex is also excellent. It's just kind of nauseating. Do both of those. I'm gonna do another lap on Rumbler. Second, I've never noticed this before in the gift shop. They have some Kentucky Rumbler newspaper articles up. 4.6 million wooden Rumbler may help push Bowling Green into new heights in the tourist trade. This didn't work out exactly how they wanted it to. Beech Bend Park hopes for ride. Big ride to success. What? Well, I mean, from what I understand, it was a success for a year or two and then it died off. Here's an Amusement Today one, 2005. Apparently they got this Wild Mouse 2005 and then Kentucky Rumbler right after, which is really awesome. And then they haven't been much development since then. There's the original rendering of it from GCI. It's a media day. It's still under construction in this picture. It's really cool, actually. Nice. I wish Rumbler was a bit more of a success than it was. So then we could have gotten some more coasters here, some more bigger rides, but it is what it is. Guys, they actually have pizza today. They didn't last time. Anyways, RC Cola too, because they have RC Cola here. There aren't very many places you can get it anymore. Yeah, Rumbler's running kind of slow watching it off-ride. It's really crawling, but it was pretty decent in the front row. Say near the front of the train is definitely the way to go with this ride. The back gets a little painfully rough. I think I found my new favorite Beech Bend food item, because that was actually a really dang good slice of pizza. Wow. Wow. Like as mediocre as all the rest of the food is here, that was really good pizza. I'm just shocked. Okay, I might go over, it's about 10 minutes till the show starts, so I might go over there and just sit. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous anyway, so it's probably not a good idea to ride anything else before the show, except for Rumbler, but that line's too long. Yeah, shocker, there's actually a line now. It's only like one cycle or two you have to wait, but they, you know, operations are not Beech Bend's strong suit. They load rides very, very slowly, so. But yeah, I've been taking this day pretty slow so far. I say day, we're only gonna be here for like 4 hours. We're gonna be driving longer than we're going to be here. But I say we, I'm by myself. Anyhow, I've been taking it pretty slow because I've got decently nauseous pretty fast. That tends to happen at this park, and I don't know why, because that doesn't really happen to me at any other park. It's like just here. It's just kind of weird that today is the park's closing day. It just feels a little weird for me because this park has kind of felt like my home in the amusement industry this year, mostly just because it was my first park back after so long. I have been to Dollywood more times this year. Actually, I've been to Dollywood more times in the past month than I've been here this year. But still, feeling about this park, it's very homey. You know, it's not a big amusement park where it doesn't have the same feeling. It's kind of, it feels like a giant overglorified playground. Anyways, I wish I wasn't feeling so sick so I could ride some more stuff. I'm gonna watch one of their shows because I haven't done that before.
That's perfect. Okay, now this is what's gonna happen right here, folks. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do a kid like that. There you go, buddy. Okay, now, are you still smiling, Will? You are? Let me see. Yes, he is. Come on, everybody. That's Will, everybody. Good job, Will. All right, that's perfect. Smile, because we're gonna take a picture of you, okay? Let's get a good picture. All right, we got it? All right, they got it, Will. They'll show you that later at home, okay? All right, there you go. Toward the box, toward the box, toward the box. Now, on the count of 3, everybody say abracadabra. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Will, it's all up to you to make it happen. You, open the box. There you go, open it up. There you go, just pull it over this way. There you go, you got it, open it up there. What are you saying? Yeah! Coach, you won! Back up!
That was a fun little magic show. Entertaining. Definitely would recommend if you have young children because they get to go up and participate. Anyways, I think I'm about to go ride Sea Dragon just because it's something you gotta do while you're here. It's Michael Jackson's Sea Dragon. Oh, they got the lights on. Nice. I told us earlier, if anyone's interested in Pomsky puppies, I probably mispronounced that. Like, Beech Bend Park, we can just advertise for puppies on the supports of our water slides. Yeah. Alright, 6 o'clock showing of Beech Bend Blitz. I have no idea what this is, but the name itself has me intrigued. The park closes at 7, and this show starts at 6 in about 2 minutes. The last show was about 30 minutes, so I'm expecting that's what all those shows are like. But if it ends up running till park closing, I might leave a few minutes early to go over to Kentucky Rumbler and try to get last ride of the season on Kentucky Rumbler. So, what a techno remix of Jeopardy! It sounded more techno a second ago. Noticing a trend here that all Beech Bend shows start late, like 10 minutes late, so keep that in mind. Maybe they won't while you're here, but they have to.
What are the first 3 words of the Bible? JW. In the beginning. In the beginning.
These questions.
Good job, JW. Very well done. This famous ventriloquist has won numerous awards, and one of his puppets, I'll start it again, Tim. It's hit on one, but they didn't start again. They didn't reset. There you go. All right, there you go. This famous ventriloquist has won numerous awards. No, this lady right here. The Mystery Machine!
Yeah, no one took their name.
There you go, dude.
Embarrassing.
Right. Who is Scooby-Doo's best friends? Boom again. Shaggy!
Hey! 2 Scooby-Doo questions.
How deep is the lazy river? Boom.
TJ.
3 feet. There you go. Good job. You're only 10 points. Folks, you would. Let's give these kiddos a nice round of applause. You may have a seat. Let's do that grand prize. get the grand prize. Oh, it's gonna be close. Maybe it's gonna wild card. Spin it again. That's what I do. All right, here we go. All right.
Spinning that was a perfect. Come on, girl.
Slow down. That's all right, too. That's all right. You pick quickly, I'll add to it, all right? This one here, what's left? There you go. All right, whoa, come here, man. There you go. Let's take this right here. All right, now hold on here. Let's see what else I give you. You got one of these, take one of these, take one of these.
I love Beech Bend's light packages when they come on all their rides because they're like traditional fairground light packages, but since they're actually in like a decently nice setting here instead of just a fairground, they look a lot nicer and just, I don't know, something about them is just cool. It is starting to get a little bit sunsetty. I mean, there's too many clouds to see a sunset, but the amount of light in the area is definitely dropping off, but unfortunately won't be getting any night ride, won't be able to see any of these awesome light packages at night today because it's only about 20 minutes till park closing. It's not going to be dark by then, so look at the way that these lights from the I don't remember what they're scrambling. Oh, Sizzler, yeah. Sizzler, Tornado, the merry-go-round, Vortex. The way those all reflect off the pond is really neat. Also, Vortex just looks really nice because it's a permanent model. They gave it its own name and logo there. They're pretty much the definition of cleared out of any shirts in my size. Other than this Vortex shirt actually looks kind of nice, but I think I'm still gonna pass. I don't know. All right, I did it. I got a Vortex T-shirt. It's a very overdramatic T-shirt for literally a pendulum ride, but it's not really the nicest looking pendulum ride I've ever seen in person. So there's that. You can barely see a bit of sunset over the horizon. And yeah, I've been saying like every time I come here, I want to get a Beech Bend T-shirt just to support the park. Just none of their shirt selections really they're not really my style. This one still isn't, but I'll wear it from time to time. So I wanted to show my support, help them clear out their inventory on the last day of the year here. Oh, look at that orange glow over there. It's more of a pink glow. It's not coming across very well on the camera, but that is beautiful. Also, this side of She Dragon's not looking as nice. All these rides right here reflecting on the lake. Man, I remember back in July, that was like 2 months ago, that we were here at night. That was sick. It makes me want to be here at night again today. But unfortunately, only about 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes till park closing for the season. It'll be at least May before I even have the ability to come back. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna go ride Kentucky Rumbler, see if we can see the sunset from up there. What a great GCI. I've only ridden 2 GCIs. Honestly, for me, it's pretty close between this and Thunderhead. Thunderhead's definitely a smoother and more overall more comfortable ride. This one will beat you up a little bit more, but that's just because Dollywood has a larger maintenance budget. Beech Bend does the best to maintain this ride with the budget they have, and I think they do a pretty good job given the size of their park. Even though it's not quite as smooth as Thunderhead, I think it has a few airtime moments that are stronger than anything you get on Thunderhead. It definitely has a better drop than Thunderhead. Again, I just think Thunderhead being a smoother ride and a longer ride might give it the edge. Or maybe the drop in the airtime moments on Rumbler will give it the edge for you. Kind of depends on the person. For me, I go back and forth like every time I ride this or Thunderhead. Darn it. Still 3 minutes before closing, and they already closed it, which means I don't get last ride of the season, which is what I really wanted to do. However, the people behind us, they indeed were the last people in the station before they closed the gates. So I got second to last ride of the season. That's something. And it's not coming across well in the video at all for some reason, but it looks, sky is beautiful. It's definitely the most beautiful ride I've ever gotten on Kentucky Rumbler. The sky is just this purplish, pinkish, that cool color of blue and everything. And like, man, that's just, I think I heard a hiss. Yeah, here comes the last ride of the season on Kentucky Rumbler. So we'll sit here and watch it for just a second and lament the fact that that's not us. Last ride of the season. Rest in peace, me. Because even though I've been here 3 times, I'm not on that train. Maybe next year. Or any other year, really. My friend Nathan, who I came here with the first time, and most recently when we came at night and got some night rides, he actually one year apparently came up here and got first train of the year on Kentucky Rumbler. So that's pretty cool. I was hoping I could compliment the duo with last ride of the year, but they stole it from me. I think every other time I've been here, they've waited until like right when the park closes to close the entrance. I don't know why they went early this time. It's okay. I mean, last ride of the night, it's just a thing. It's not, that ride's not any different than any other ride. And like I said, the ride I got was beautiful with the sunset and everything. Over at the drag strip, whatever race car event they've got going on, it's just smoky over there. There's just a big cloud of smoke over there. I guess because they've just been launching all day. We've heard them all day, just walking around the park, just sounds like and there they go into the brakes. Last ride of the season. Anyhow, it sounds like the Top Thrill drag strip sound effects. If you've ever been to Cedar Point, that's what it sounded like here all day. And I saw from the top of Zero G, they're just launching over and over again. There's just race cars lined up and they're waiting for their turn to go, so it's just hazy over there. Anyways, that ride was just, it was beautiful because of the scenery with the sunset. It was also beautiful because somehow it's one of the smoother rides I've ever gotten on Kentucky Rumbler, even though it's the end of the day here. I guess because it's cooled off quite a bit. It's in the upper 60s right now. And all the moments that are usually ejector moments on this ride, it has a few, but for some reason they were all floater moments today. It was all floater airtime, and I think I actually liked that better. So overall, had an excellent last ride of the day on Kentucky Rumbler here. And now I'm just stalling because I don't really want to leave, even though the park's closed now. They turned off Zero G's light package like the second it hit 7. And here come the famous last riders of the season. Well, they're not really famous. I just said they were famous and made them famous. Oh, this guy's vlogging too. His shirt says Quacken's Coaster Channel. I feel like I've heard of that before. I feel like I've watched one of his videos before, if this is the legit guy. But I don't want to approach him because I don't actually remember which video of his I did watch. So, wow. Dusk setting quick here. That light shining on my camera is ruining it, but it's dark now. We see light packages close to at night. Sweet. Oh, there's the Quacken's Coaster Channel dude again. I just looked up Quacken's Coaster Channel on YouTube, and I can't find this guy now. I swear I've watched one of his videos before. Now I just can't find it on YouTube. And I was standing there and I looked it up on YouTube while I was reading it off his shirt, so I know I spelled it right. There's some people finishing out their rides in a few attractions. Primarily the go-karts here. Well, there's still people in line for the go-karts. Sheesh. That was an upcharge attraction, so I didn't do that today. But so most people are making their way out as the park's closed and night is setting in here. A lot of rides already turning off their light packages. Let's have a Sea Dragon here. Anyways, not a sad moment. This is my first closing day of a park. It was kind of cool. And we were at the Magic, both the shows. The dude made the point, this is the last Magic show of the year. It's the last Beech Bend Blitz of the year. Even though everyone leaving the park right now is just the same as everyone leaving the park any other day. It's just kind of this weird feeling because you know that no one's coming back for a few months, you know? And we all funnel out. Huh. Maybe we should buy a next day ticket. I wonder what they would say if you tried to buy a next day ticket on closing day. Look at that view. Oh yeah. Gonna utilize the parking lot restroom services before going home. God bless the parks that have that parking lot restroom buildings. Beech Bend and Holiday World are the only two I know. And Holiday Worlds are pretty new. So Beech Bend, I guess, was the OG to the game, but like, it's so nice, like when you get to a park, to be able to use the restroom before you even go in. Because once you go in, you're excited, you want to go ride something. It's nice to be able to go to the restroom before you get in. Jeez, look at the lift hill over there. I'm trying not to get hit by any cars. It's a little bit of a madhouse out here, especially since the parking lot does not have street lights of any sort. It's only headlights out here. Anyhow, try not to get hit. I haven't gotten hit. But yeah, the restrooms in the parking lot are so nice. You can go before you get in, as I just explained. And then when you're done after the day, there's always a big rush out of the park, and then you realize, oh, I go to the bathroom before my super long drive home, and then you can do that. And you're good before you start. So that's great. Only rides still sporting light packages are Vortex and Kentucky Rumbler's Lift Hill, which is covered by trees now. We're not gonna be able to see it again. There's some kind of cool lighting. That might just be coincidence, but it's kind of cool lighting on Rumbler's track. You can see the big smoke cloud rising up from the drag races that were happening all freaking day. But yeah, bye-bye Beech Bend. It's weird to see they're turning all the lights off. Probably getting ready to shut everything down for the off season. That's usually probably a few day process. They're not gonna do that tonight, but it's happening in the next few days. Getting all the rides ready for their massive off-season service. I know that's what most amusement parks do most of the ride servicing in the off-season, so just weird and kind of emotional, just because, like I said, this park's been awesome for me this year, especially being the first park I came back to after COVID and coming here 3 times, getting that awesome season pass deal. And I don't know if I'm going to be back here next year, just because there are a lot of other parks I want to get to that are all competing for my time and my money and all that. So there are a lot of new places I want to check out next summer, and really just in the coming years and months, even weeks. So I'll be competing for my attention. Since I've already been here a few times, I'm not sure if I'll be back next year. So that makes it double sad, but hopefully enough people come that Beech Bend can stay in business. Hopefully a lot of people come that they can get some new investments in, and hopefully, if not next year, the year after that, I can come back and enjoy the Beech Bend here that I've come to love. It's funny, because my first Beech Bend video, people were hating on me because they didn't like how I was making fun of the park. I wasn't really making fun of it. I was having fun with it because it is so different. And obviously, I wouldn't have driven 3.5 hours here for closing day if I hated it as much as people seem to think I hate it. So I don't hate it at all. Good place. I'm rambling for too long just because I don't want to leave. This is way more of an emotional moment than it should be, but I really don't want to go. But I got to, because it's already dark and I got a nice almost 4 hour drive back to Knoxville. So off I go. I'm about to wash this shirt, but I just wanted to say, even after sitting in a bag for like 24 hours, it still smells like Rumbler's gift shop. No joke.